How many times are you going to keep calling yourself crazy for knowing the unknown? How many times are you going to keep calling yourself crazy for knowing what's not obvious, what's under the surface? The amount of calls I have with people who are disrespecting intuition and discernment is alarming, because a lot of you guys know what's going on around you. You're shocked every time it's revealed. But yet you continue to doubt the system and the network that has been created for your demise. Yeah. You were right. You've always been right. That's the problem. You kept telling yourself that you weren't right. You've always been right about it. You've been right about it. You've been right about it. The destiny hijacking, stalking, monitoring, checking your pages, checking your Instagram, checking, what you're doing, asking people questions about you, driving up and down your neighborhood, clocking your tea, visiting you in dreams, gathering data. You're not crazy. It's so funny to me how so many of you guys think you're crazy. It's just, why would you think you're crazy, honey? You're not crazy. You're enlightened. You're ascended. You know what most people don't know. Stop telling yourself you're crazy. You're spiritually in tune. You're gifted. You're chosen. Your steps are ordered by God. You're not crazy. Don't tell yourself that. Don't ever tell yourself you're crazy for knowing what most people do not know. You're not crazy. You're ahead of your time. All right, folks, what we got today? You first. What do we got on Ashley? I know that, you sit right next to her in the workplace and, you have the ability to hear her conversations. What's going on with Ashley? Well, I don't have too much, but I did hear her over the phone talking about her sister. And it sounds like her sister is going through some type of medical issue. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so what we'll do is we will send more discrepancies to her sister, because the sicker her sister gets, the more that will break Ashley's spirit. So we'll do that. All right, what about you? What do we got? Well, during our pillow talk session, have you been buttering her up? Have you been really, showing her that you like her? Have you really been showing her that you love her? Yes, I have. Okay, good. And is she buying it though? Yes, she's buying it. I think I got her right where I want her. Okay, cool. So what was the pillow talk conversation? Well, Ashley is planning on creating a startup company in November. Okay. November of what? November of this year. November what? The first week of November. Okay, cool. So in September, we'll start sending her those mental attacks, and we may even add a little bit of depression in there to slow her down so that she just doesn't have the strength to get that portfolio together. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. What about you? What do we got? I know you're her friend, so what did you guys talk about at brunch? Well, I don't have too much, but Ashley did mention to me that she has been struggling with the other business. Okay, perfect. So I guess the financial blockages we sent have been working. Yeah, they have. Okay, we'll just send a little bit more. Ladies and gentlemen, destiny hijackers have a network created around your life. And these are the conversations that's being had behind your back spiritually in regards to you. That's why when somebody comes in your life, spiritually, you have to ask God who sent them. Because you don't know. what camp they came from. Delilah didn't come from the right camp. The people who threw Daniel in the lion's den for no reason, what camp do you think those people came from? When they went to the king and lied about Daniel. There's a network. Destiny hijackers have to create a network around the chosen one to start infiltrating the chosen one's life. These destiny hijackers could be your family. They could be that guy that you're dating that's buttering you up with all those lies, trying to make it seem like he wants you when he really doesn't. He's just there on assignment. Same thing with that girlfriend that you think is your friend. And every time you tell her something, it goes downhill, right? Come on now. Basic level principles. You may be asking me, how do you know this? I know it because I've lived it. That's how. I've lived it over and over and over again. Until I finally got it right. That's how I know. There is systems in place when God has a big call for your life. Networks will be created. Yes, and you must be aware. Destiny hijacking is at an all-time high. And I'm not saying to never let anybody near you. I'm just saying to make sure you know the camp that they're coming from. And the only way you'll know the camp that they're coming from is by prayer and asking God to reveal it to you. The reason why people don't really ask God these questions is because people only go to God when they need something. Anytime you have a problem, you run to God. And then every time things get better, you get away from God again. Not knowing that friendship and relationship with God is so needed in order to protect yourself from people that are assigned to keep you from your destiny. You see, I have an understanding of this. I know that there are network systems created, and it's important to make sure that you're not feeding the wrong team, especially on social media. Pay attention to somebody that asks you a question and you decline the question and they ask you again, and then again, and then again, and then again. It's because they need to know. They keep asking you because they need to know, because they have to report it back, right? So anytime somebody keeps asking you a question and you're not giving it to them and they ask you again, it's most likely a monitoring spirit. And they keep asking you because they're going to get in trouble. They're going to get in trouble if they don't have the answer. When they go to that meeting that I illustrated to you guys in the beginning, when they go back to that meeting, if they don't have the answers, they're going to get in trouble. Okay? It's a network system. And it's all about your destiny and keeping you from it. So when you understand these things, these people will fail every time. They will always fail. Because it's knowledge. My people perish from lack of knowledge. If you have knowledge on this stuff, it's not going to work. It won't. And then you'll be able to reach the pinnacles that God wants you to reach because you are being vigilant. God wants us to be wise. God wants us to utilize wisdom.
I worked in HR for several years, so in this class, I am going to teach you guys tips, tricks, and valuable information so you can be a corporate Spartan. It is not easy working in corporate America, but if you have the right office politics and you know your rights legally, that will definitely help you have a more enjoyable experience. So this class, I will be teaching you from an HR standpoint, what to do, what not to do, and how to jump paths so that you can get the promotions that you always wanted, what to look out for and what not to look out for in office politics. Also, next class on power. Power is very, very important. This class is not about feminine power. It's about power in life and having staying power. To get through life, when you're dealing with humans, men and women, you need to learn how to make sure that you have staying power, and you need to learn how to make sure that all of the moves that you make sense, so you can always be 25 steps ahead of everyone else, because life is chess, not checkers.